Break down this game without having obviously watched the film. How would you assess this game?
I would assess it as a win, which is always most important. And obviously the transition defense left a lot to be desired. They were just running on us just over and over and over again. Makes, misses, turnovers. And that was the number one point of emphasis this afternoon when we spoke about this team. And so we did a poor job in that area. But we hold that team to 40% from the field, I think 105 points. And I know on paper, they had all those guys out. We're supposed to blow this team out. Doesn't always work that way. We didn't shoot the ball great tonight, but we had great fourth quarter defense. 20 points allowed on 27% from the field, which are incredible numbers. So we'll take the win. A lot we can clean up, and we'll get ready for the Clippers.
How does Wembanyama uniquely change the game?
With his unique length and shot blocking ability. He's the future of the NBA. I mean, we're watching the ascension of the next great player in the NBA. And, for him to go out there, 23 points, 15 rebounds, 9 blocks, 8 assists, there's not a lot that young man cannot do. So, and he's in the right organization with the right coach to help him get better and learn. And yeah, he's a hell of a talent.
What kind of stands out to you about the ways that Nikola kind of tries to solve that wingspan, whether it's changing the arc on some of his hook shots or getting a little more space or even using the rim to sort of protect against the shot blocking sometimes? What does he do that sort of makes him capable of handling that type of athleticism?
Well, he uses his shot fakes well, he uses his body well, and anytime you play against a shot blocker, you have to go into their chest. You got to collapse them. You got to go right through their chest, up through their chin sometimes, and then he can also use his jump hook and kind of protect his shot. And Nikola's got just outstanding touch around the rim. But he had 9 blocks tonight, and for 9 blocks, he also changed a lot of shots down there too. And that's why he's probably Rookie of the Year and one of the finalists for Defensive Player of the Year, because he leads the NBA in blocks per game.
What does it say about Aaron Gordon's toughness? First of all, to have to guard Wemby for a lot of that, and were you holding your breath when he went down the way he did?
Yeah, I mean, we all know that Aaron's a tough dude. I mean, but that's his job for us. He's got to go out there, and he just got one of our defensive players of the game, and he's got to go out there and keep possessions and guard a guy like Wembanyama and lock him up and use his physicality and his length and his toughness. But Aaron's a warrior, man. 23 and 7 tonight, 4 assists, made some big plays, and I felt that group to start the fourth quarter was outstanding. They got us off to a really good start. Felt like we had built a little bit of a cushion, and they got right back in the game. And but I thought Aaron, as our backup 5 in the fourth quarter, that group provided a little bit of a cushion for us.
There's a lot of, I'm trying to make sense of the rebounding. There's a lot of shots available in this one. MPJ's got 16. You give up 16 second chance points on 16 offensive rebounds. So the points per possession isn't great, but it's not terrible. How would you assess the rebounding tonight?
Well, I mean, on paper, we have a -7 rebound margin, which is what you never want. And to your point, Matt, they had 15 second chance. And I think going into tonight, we were 16-4 since the All-Star break and the number 6 defense. But the rebounding has been a real issue, as we've talked about quite a bit. I think if you ask me what are the 3 major concerns that you have in the last 21 games now, it would be the defense has been outstanding, the offense has been incredible, but we have done a poor job in terms of getting back in transition at times, but the rebounding and the paint, those are 2 areas that we have to try to shore up in our last, 5 games left now, or 6 games left? But yeah, Wemby had 5 offensive boards, and Trey Jones had 3. And I can recall vividly possessions where I told our guys, we're shooting the ball and we're ball watching, and they're running. And then when we get in the half court, they're shooting the ball and we're ball watching, and they're crashing. The moral of that story is don't ball watch. Get back, find a body, and you can't give a team, on 40% from the field is really good defense, 29 from the 3-point line, but 15 second chance opportunities is way too many.
Coach, one of the shots that Wemby changed that might have worked out for the better for you guys was Christian going underneath the rim. and then kicking that back out to MPJ. Just, what does it say about maybe your confidence in Christian going forward, running some point for you guys with that unit, and then just being in that situation and Mike hitting that shot?
Well, yeah, big play. Obviously, things like, you expect Michael Porter to make every shot. And obviously, he didn't have the greatest shooting night, but sometimes it's not about what you shot, it's when you make the shot. And Michael's three was a game winner, game changer. And CB, obviously, last couple of games, and we did this earlier in the year, he's been our backup point guard. And getting him in for Reggie, then Reggie comes back in with that second unit, and I think CB's just been incredible across the board. He's not a point guard, but he's doing a really solid job for us. And then being aggressive. I mean, they had a great block. I think Collins got him one time, but him playing downhill, attacking, and then now reading, to your point. Oh, they collapsed on me. They got shot blockers. That means somebody's open. And then that's drive and kick basketball, and that's a great opportunity to get paint threes, and that was a big one.
One more. Michael, a few games back, you said that Reggie and Christian, they're playoff guys. Kind of sounded like maybe a challenge a little bit. What have you seen from the guys not included in that list since you made that comment?
You took it as a challenge?
I took it as a challenge. I don't know if that's how
I was
you
challenging you, Adam. Challenging you. I don't know, I haven't seen you lately, so where you been? No, listen, man, like a lot of it's going to come down to who we're playing. To be honest, if we're playing a team that's really big, we'll probably have to play a bigger lineup and some other guys. Obviously, trying to get Zeke Naji back healthy. He's been out for a little while now. We know that we can go with Aaron as a backup five. Reggie, as you mentioned, Christian, as you mentioned, and I think Peyton Watson's done a really good job as of late. And tonight, obviously, 3 of 6 from the field, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. That's a really good night for Peyton Watson. I thought he played really well in the Cleveland game on both ends of the floor. So, and obviously, it would be really helpful to his development if he can get substantial playoff minutes, because you can't replicate that anywhere, regular season, whatever it is. So, but there's a lot of guys that we can throw into games, and obviously Christian, Reggie, Peyton, Zeke, DJ, whoever the game calls upon, those guys will all be ready. I have no doubt about that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.
You get Nikola and AG